you've done.
Audio included.
Hello everybody and welcome back to ILR Tier 5 Round 9 around Austria, which for what could be, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say it already, one of the best races we're going to see this season. I am your commentator T10 Kemba, joined by the ever-present, apart from last week, Jack Carroll.
Hello everyone, my name's Jack, as you've just been told, and we're going around Austria this weekend, which should be pretty exciting to say the least, as it's, well, this season in real life was pretty good, so hopefully in ILR fashion can live up to the expectations and produce another exciting race.
Well, one thing I'm seeing already is that they've got the time of the race wrong. If you look, it's either dusk or dawn. I can't really tell which. I think this could come for a restart. I mean, you might think, yeah, time of day shouldn't really affect the race, but you know, for people who use Racing Line, it could affect where they can see the racing line and just stuff like that. And it's always nice to have that authentic feel, you know, with the right time of the day, etc. But I think the races will be fine out there.
Yeah, it should be alright, but already quite a few people going out for warm-up laps and get a feel of the track at this time of the day. But hopefully that shouldn't be a problem for the race, because it's usually around afternoon, like start of the evening, so it should be okay.
Yeah, well, I'm expecting to see one stops here, with no problem. I think soft to hard is the strategy that will be used, although you could see some people be doing a soft to medium, but I think that's quite hard to do, especially around this track. It can be a little bit demanding on the tyres, more towards the later life of the tyres, especially as the tyres start to wear out. Those long corners in Sector 2 start to feel a little bit more, I guess you could say, stressful on those tyres. Up until about lap 7 or 8, they'll be fine on the softs, and then they'll probably start to fall off, and fast.
Well, the last few races I've commentated on, we've been blessed with rain, and it's looking pretty cloudy at the minute in qualifying, but I don't know what that's going to say about the race, but we'll never know until we actually get to the 5 lights, and we'll see the strategy start to come into place.
So what you missed last time out in France, I mean, it wasn't an amazing, I mean, you know, an F1 league race is always going to be good when you've got a lot of people in it, so it was a good race, but you know, probably the least eventful race that I'd commentated on, and to be honest, we had a dominant display out in front. Spa Shot kind of led the whole race. Did a 1-stop when everybody else mostly did a 2-stop, and he kind of just led the race, didn't really, you know, face much competition, and he just went for a win with ILRT Jenkins, I think, finishing 3rd in that race. Yeah, he did indeed. So Spa Shot did actually close in on him. However, Spa Shot isn't here to capitalise on the reduction in, I guess, points at the top that he took in last week, because he's currently, well, he was at work and he couldn't update his game.
Yeah, it is a shame, but we can only hope that it's a very quick update and his Wi-Fi blesses him so he can perhaps
he needs to get in for the start, really, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just needs to get in for the start of the formation lap, which is about 15 or 16 minutes.
Well, he needs to get in before the end of qualifying for it to actually register him into the race. His ILRT Jenkins goes first with a 1:05.2. Probably look to improve on that time.
Yeah, as well as DTM down 4th, but just on board with him, he's peeled into the pits. That's like very quick. Lap time there from Dustin, 1:04.
Dustin will be happy with that one.
Yeah,
he should be happy with that one, and especially to go provisional pole by so much.
Yeah,
so in fact, it's not let me go toward Dark Phoenix there, so I'm going to go down to Joel. Joel on his outlap. He'll probably look to qualify pole here and go on maybe for a win.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely going to be looking for his, is it his second race race when he won Monaco.
He won Monaco, and I think
yeah.
he won China, did he not? Or was it Baku? I
I'm
think it'll be his third win.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually. I'll have to look into that, but he's definitely shown some
I
pace
only
so far
saw
this
Monaco.
season.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. He's definitely up there, probably in the top 5 fastest drivers in this tier.
Yeah.
So, but he has been a little bit inconsistent, and that's probably where he needs to pick up if he wants to look, you know, anywhere near that championship.
Yeah. Definitely looking to see more from JJ Rock this race. Haven't seen much of him so far. He's had a few DNSs.
Joel's nearly hit Dun Thunder. I mean, it wasn't as close probably as it looked, as I just suddenly came on board to him going past him. But Adam R only 200ths off of Dustin there. In fact, I'm just putting up the standings now just to see what win this would be for Joel. I think Joel's probably going to go. Ooh, he went a little bit wide at the penultimate corner, and that could be an invalidated lap time. It will be.
Yeah, he slewed out of that. Yeah.
And in fact, he invalidated all of his laps at France as well.
Ooh.
So he definitely look to and he actually qualified right at the back.
Yeah, he's definitely just coming.
So he will look to improve this week.
Definitely just look for a clean lap, even to get him.
Yeah, exactly. JJ Rocks goes wide, coming into sector 2. I think that's probably going to be invalidation as well.
Yeah, most likely. We'll ride on board with him to the end of this lap.
I mean, he's still going. I think maybe he'll be alright.
Yeah, he's taking
although looking at his time, I don't think it's really going to challenge the top. Sorry. Excuse me. Great lap there from JJ Rocks. Goes nearly 2 tenths faster than Dustin there.
Yeah. Very good indeed.
So Joel's has actually got a full-time seat. This would be his second win. He won in Monaco, and that was it.
Yeah.
Obviously, after that controversial hit with my kind of team, I say team owner, I mean, he runs.
What's happened there?
What's happened?
Sorry to interrupt you, but there's been a clash between Hyperface and Sarah.
And Sarah's got a penalty for it.
Yeah.
And she spun around again.
I'm not sure what that's about actually, because yeah, I was on board with Sarah for a couple seconds, and it looks like she's just been punted. But I'm gonna need to see.
She got the penalty for it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's for.
She's gonna come back on track here as someone comes on the apex. And this Scottish dude on his outlap.
He's on the right lap, shouldn't be.
She came on the track, and I think Scottish dude will have something to say about that, for sure.
Yeah, he's gonna give him the scare there. He's not gonna be too happy with that.
No.
As Sarah pays into the pits, so she's got no front wing, so. Well, she has a front wing, but she's lost her right hand side.
Yeah. Just looking now, who's on the lap? Denzel is.
Yeah.
Currently a 10th up on his current time. It looks like he may have backed out of it. He has. Denzel backs out of his lap there. Matt 45 is 2.5 tenths up on his lap at the moment, down in P9. His best lap came on the mediums. He's currently out on the softs, is he? Yep.
Yeah.
So he should look to maybe gain about a second, because he's going to gain a lot of time through this sector here. So he's going to look to propel himself maybe, in and around 4th place if he can have a good last sector. He is currently 7 tenths up. War Dark Phoenix right in front of him has left the session. Unity Gilbert gets out of the way there. And if he can have a good final sector, we could look to see him maybe propel himself up into that top 5.
Yeah, well,
around the final corner.
He's onto
the grass there, up to the line, puts himself P7. And in fact, one thing I have noticed is Dark Horse is not here. He's been replaced by XR Crazed Bear for this race.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Jenkins starts his lap. Through turn 1, little bit of a wide. He nearly drops it there. On the apex, backs out of that lap instantly, and that would have been a scary moment for ILRT Jenkins.
Yeah, Dansel's gone up here on his lap time. Getting 2 tenths in sector 2 is what I've seen so far.
He is up 2 tenths. He's probably going to look to put himself P4. He does put himself P4.
Yeah. Good luck.
Jenkins there, down 7 tenths in sector 1. That was just due to that loss of traction coming out of turn 1.
Yeah.
Anybody else on the lap here really going for it?
Gilbert's on his first flying lap.
AJH is coming up to the line. Where can he put his car? Oh, P2! I did not expect that from AJH 722.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah, very respectable lap time. He's
Dustin's on a flying lap as well. So
he's
is Adam
usually
behind him.
known to be sitting back around 15th or 16th. Qualifying hasn't seemed to be a strong point so far, but that's definitely proved a lot of people wrong with that lap.
Joel's with a 45.1 in sector 2. I don't know how competitive that is. Sector 3 yellow flags. That'll probably be for a car getting out of the way. Joel's now coming down to the final turn, trying to keep it clean and not invalidate his lap this time. Just stays on the track there. He's got Dustin right behind him. Joel's P5, Dustin P2, just behind his teammate, and Red Bull really taking the horns here in qualifying so far.
Definitely showing everyone else how to drive their track, as they'll say, as it is the Red Bull, right?
Exactly. Adam R put his car P3 as well.
Yeah. I'm surprised by Jenkins, to be honest. He's sitting in P8.
Yeah. He's not enjoying his time. In fact, he has to go off the track there to avoid only DTM, who's on a lap. No, he's down 7 tenths. Only DTM has great race pace. I don't know I don't know what happens to him in qualifying. He never seems to be anywhere near where he should be.
Yeah, he reminds me a bit of Lance Stroll at the early parts of this real season. He doesn't seem to get the one lap pace together, but still brings it back in the race most of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I can now. Joel's slows down for the pits here. In fact, all these cars.
I don't think
there's any cars. I don't think there's any cars now on a flying lap. So, looking at qualifying, Red Bull really have control here.
Yeah. Where did Hyperface come from? He was absolutely nowhere. He's now up in P5.
I don't actually know who. Is that a that must be a reserve driver, because I don't recognise him.
Yeah, I don't recognise that username either. But
no.
Shows some good pace at the qualifying anyway.
Yeah, he's not on the standings, but he's not on the reserve driver standings either. Around the final corner comes Boom, so he's on a lap. Up to the line.
P11. Respectable for lap time.
So we kind of have that dead moment of qualifying. In fact, no, Hyperphase is on a lap. Hyperphase is on a lap. He's down 2 tenths, so unless he pulls it back in this final sector. I mean, if I was him, I'd just peel off into the pits at 2 tenths down.
I think it might be because he did a 118 last lap.
Yeah, he comes off into the pits. So, really everybody now, not really on a lap. XR Crazed Bear's on a lap. I think also the car ahead of him. Yeah, but I think there's a little gaggle of cars here. Craig Conley is on a lap. Craig Conley's on a good lap as well. Around the final corner. Where can he look to put his car? He's up so far in his time. Puts his car P11. Just behind his teammate.
Yeah. Saw a lot.
Toro Rosso not having the, I guess, same success that their parent team Red Bull are.
Yeah.
Here comes Matt to the line now. Where can Matt put his car? He stays P10. You now look back at XR Craze Bear. He's coming to the pits. Just looking around, really. Nobody else on a lap. Oh, Scottish Dude is on a lap. Rounds to the final corner.
Sarah and Phoenix now on their flying laps as well.
Scottish Dude goes up to P13. Sarah will need to improve on that time. Well, she hasn't got a time.
Yeah, she'll be looking to set a decent lap time. Maybe
JJ Rocks is also on a lap. He's up 3/4 of a tenth already. Yellow flags in all 3 sectors at the moment. That must be for cars getting out of the way. JJ Rocks!
Yeah,
getting a little bit squirmy on the exit of the hairpin there. This is going to probably be his final lap. I don't know. This could be his final lap looking at the time.
Yeah. Unless he wants to do 2 in a row, but that's not going to help his tyres for the start of the race.
Exactly.
He hasn't left
really having to fight his car through here. Now, the fact that everybody's on the softs makes me think that the start of the race could be raining. But I don't know.
Yeah. You got to agree with
so
that.
JJ Rocks now, coming up to the final 2 corners. And there's a car parked right on the apex. And whoever that is, I'm not sure who that was. That was War Dark Phoenix. That was very dangerous from the Mercedes driver. Who's parked right on the apex. And I think he'll probably get a blocking penalty for that after the race.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure about Phoenix because it says he's in the pits for me.
Yeah, he was just coming into the pits.
Alright.
But he parked it. He was going about 10 miles per hour around the final corner. Here comes Joel's now. Joel's way too wide. That's going to be an invalidated lap time, maybe. It's not. He does get to complete it. He's going to want to go for another one, though. Only P6. Denzel is not on a lap right now. Who's on a lap? Sarah is on a lap. Dun Thunder is also on a lap. On the medium tyres, he's going to come up to the final turn now. Oh, a bit too wide there. I think that could be an invalidation. Up to the line. He's not going to be able to improve it. All he does by 5 tenths. Stays P16. Here comes Sarah as well on the soft tyres. Goes off the track there. It's a 108.4 and it's invalidated.
Yeah.
Cars now starting to come out. Only DTM has retired from the session. Cars backing off of their laps now.
Phoenix has left the session again.
Denzel comes into the pits. He's not going to have enough time to come back out. So that's Denzel done. There,
yeah,
P3.
JJ and Dustin both on laps.
They may be looking for a bit of a slipstream. No, they're a bit too far apart.
Yeah, Dustin just gets out of the way there for Sarah.
Here comes Sarah. Oh, that McLaren was very close on the apex there, but just got out of the way in time.
Yeah. Well, she's not getting very lucky with the traffic situation so far. That's 2 cars she's had to get past so far, and there's another in front of her. I think that's the racing point of Hyperphase.
I think she's going to be okay though. She comes now around the final 2 corners. A bit of a wide line there.
Yeah,
really looking like it's going to be a very competitive lap. Not fast enough through those final 2 corners. It's going to be a 108.3.
Oh, at least still a lap then. That's fair enough then.
And all the way JH nearly drops it. That's his lap done. And that's his qualifying done as well. He's probably not going to have enough time. In fact, he's definitely not going to have enough time to come back round. Jenkins goes provisional pole. But here we go now. JJ Rocks. We're going to have to watch him and Dustin. JJ Rocks. Oh, we got Dustin slipstreaming his teammate. JJ Rocks is up 1/10 through the first sector. Dustin probably about the same as that. He's going to be getting the slipstream, and JJ Rocks will be kicking himself maybe for allowing Dustin to get this slipstream, because he's going to be gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining, and this is where he's going to start to suffer.
Yeah. Joel also goes P2. That's a good lap time from him, but
Joel's goes P2. Didn't see that. Adamar is down nearly a 10th on his time, but this is going to be interesting. JJ Rocks is 2 tenths up. I didn't get to see Dustin, but if JJ Rocks is 2 tenths up, Dustin can only be up by a little bit more. And I'm looking at how close these two are. They weren't this close a minute ago. Now, here they come round the final corner. Can JJ Rocks go provisional pole ahead of his teammate? Up to the line.
He does.
Yes, he can. But Dustin goes
second. Oh.
The exact same gap nearly what they were before. Jenkins isn't going to be able to fight it. Now it's down to Adam R. Really now the only person who can fight this round the final corner. Is he going to be going fast enough? I don't think he will be. That looks like a bit of an invalidated lap as he comes up to the line, stays P6. And now Boom's the only man on the lap. No, he's not. And he's got to shoot up to the line, stays P15.
Yeah.
So, the Red Bulls really showing their cards in qualifying with that slipstream for Dustin.
Yeah, it should be a very interesting race between the 2 Red Bulls at the start anyway.
But this is the thing, is are they going to be going for strategy and maybe try to gain some points on the Alfa Romeos, who A, are missing one driver, and B, they're both ahead of the Alfa Romeo of championship leader ILRT Jenkins? Or are they going to fight each other for drivers' championship position? Because at the moment it looks like Alfa Romeo have probably gone out in front. It's a little bit like a Hamilton and Mercedes situation here. We've got Jenkins, who's crazy far in front, but is now starting to get competition. And we've got Alfa Romeo so far out in front, but are now starting to get competition. It's a bit like Hamilton with Leclerc, Vettel and Verstappen, and a Mercedes with Red Bull and Ferrari this season, and now it's a chase down game. But definitely Red Bull in control here.
Yeah, and indeed, 20 hundredths between the top two. Yeah,
exactly. So Red Bull lock out the front row, followed by championship leader in the Alfa Romeo, who are on the back foot, ILRT Jenkins. AMS Joel's P4, he looks to gain some places off the start. T10 Denzel with a good qualifying result for him. P5, followed by Adamar, AJH, who set a great lap time early on and couldn't improve. Exile Craze Baron P8, the other Alfa Romeo, but he's a reserve driver. Tfue and DTM round out the top 10 in the racing points, followed by Gilbert, Matt, Boom, Craig Conley, Scottish Dude, Dun Thunder, and Sarah Girdwood is the last person of the runners with a 5-place grid penalty. So she'll drop below Ward Dark Phoenix to start the race.
Yeah. Whew. Not sure about the team game between the two Red Bulls, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see that.
At the start of the season to be up there most of the season, the whole season, but he had to get a win, so he's definitely going to try and make the most of his pole position here today.
But what I'm interested in seeing is that they must have gone the exact same pace the whole lap, because the gap was about 200ths between the two Red Bulls at the top, and the gap ended 200ths with Dustin in the slipstream. So clearly JJ Rocks maybe with a little bit more pace through the corners here, and that could play the difference in the long run in the race. And don't count out the cars behind, because this track doesn't really take into account driver ability. Everybody is around the same pace around this track. It's quite hard to build an advantage, because you're only going to be losing about 3/10 a lap overall, and by the end of lap 3 DRS comes in, and I'm not expecting there to be many big gaps.
Yeah, should be an exciting race all around. There should be collective contenders. It's good to see Denzel having a good qualifying. But
I was thinking that Denzel.
He's always let down by the full race. He's never really had much race pace. But hopefully today is where he can turn that around.
So I've got my winner correct in the last 2 races. At Canada, I said it would be Spa-Shot. At France, I said it would be Spa-Shot, and I was right on both occasions. Who are you thinking could be taking the win here?
I'm gonna have to give this one to JJ. I don't think I don't see anyone beating him on his day, and today seems like that day.
See, this is the thing though, it's this track, any one of those top probably 6 could win this race. And then you've got cars coming from outside the top 6. So only DTM and Unity Gilbert have showed pace so far this season. So either of them could come through. I'm going to give this one to Dustin. I'm going to say he's going to break his curse of not getting a win this season, I think. Don't hold me to that. I don't think he's got a win, but he's had multiple occasions where he's been in for a win. And I'm going to say he is going to take the win in this race. But I do think Red Bull are going to get a 1-2. And I think they're going to probably play the team game here, as JJ Rocks looks to back up the field at the end of the formation lap.
Yeah. I just don't know.
I can't split them. Any one of those top 6 could win this race. And then cars coming from outside the top 6 on a weird strategy could win it also. I'm really, really, I guess you could say, excited to see this race.
Yeah, especially if there could end up being rain near the end of the race.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
Yeah.
So JJ Rocks lines up at his spot as we get ready for the start of the Austrian Grand Prix. Can JJ Rocks take the win here, or will it be his teammate Sergio Dustin? 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Now the lights are out here in Austria. It's a good start from JJ Rocks, but Dustin with a good start also. Look behind, Joel's with a horrible start. Look at Denzel there. Round the outside goes Denzel. A horrible start for Joel. Cars going off. We don't see any crashes behind line. You see Gilbert in the background goes off. But here we go. We've got to watch Dustin hit down here into the hairpin. Will he look for a move on his teammate? No, he won't. We look a little bit further back up the inside. Comes Adamar. Hits the Alfa Romeo. There's wing damage there. Front end plate off for Adamar. As we see him there down in P4, but alongside with Denzel.
Yeah,
JJ.
Yeah, he's in the wall.
JJ? Oh, AJH. Sorry, I thought you meant JJ Rocks there.
Yeah, we've also lost one of the racing points. I'm not sure when that happened.
We have. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see that. AMS Joel's with a horrible start. P4 down to P8. Only DTM up the inside there of XR Kreisberg. Gets moved on up to P6 from P10 already. Great start.
Yeah,
from
absolutely.
The racing point. Adamar may look to have to duck off into the pits here. He's going to carry on, so he's going to be under threat now for this whole lap from T10 Denzel. But look already, JJ Rocks has broken the DRS barrier. Look back here, we can see a battle going on between the two Toro Rossos. Craig Conley blocks off his teammate Matt 45, and we've got one car off into the pits. XR Kreisberg, expect to see another car in as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether they're getting this timing of Dark Phoenix, because I don't believe him actually being in the session, so... Well, no, he's P16, not. So fair enough.
Yeah. So blue flags already coming out, and it is for... no one.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a weird one. But JJ Rocks is really implementing himself out in front right now.
I have to give DTM some credit.
Yeah, exactly.
Alonso-esque start, and he's already fighting for...
Oh, here comes Denzel. Denzel up alongside now with the Ferrari of Adamar. Is he going to go for a move into his shot? He's not. He backs out. But he's gone way too wide there. DTM comes up the inside. Gets the move done, and he's going to look for a double whammy here on Adamar. Surely he's going to get him. He's got the hard straight to do it.
He's got the inside line as well.
Is he going to go for it into turn one? He does, right up the inside. He's going to go a bit wide. Surely he's got to give that position back. There's no way he can keep that position. Yeah. And here comes Denzel. Denzel coming up the inside there of Adamar. Denzel now to the outside of only DTM. He's going to try, but it round the outside. DTM covers. But DTM's not going to have DRS now. Yes, he is. And it's Denzel who's ahead at the detection point. But he's still going to have the slipstream and look for a move around the outside. He's not going to be able to get it done.
Yeah, also
he's going to look to come back though at the racing point. He's going to look maybe here. This is where we saw Lucas Webber and Devon. Well, no, Devon Butler and whoever you are on career mode hit each other. But luckily they kept it nice and clean there.
Now lurking in the shadows is AMS Jules. He's just going to look for some moves past these three fighting at the minute. But I think
well, Adamar has front wing damage. I don't think he's going to be able to stay with DTM and Denzel. So it's going to be all AMS Joel's here trying to get the move done on the Ferrari. We look a bit further down the grid, nothing really going on. I mean, Dun Thunder's close to Scottish dude. Apart from that, not really much going on, but we're going to stay here with this 4-car battle for P4, as Denzel's probably going to look for a move down into the hairpin here. He does, he looks to the outside. Can he get it done? We go on board with only DTM. Oh, he kind of hits him a little bit. It's a Verstappen and Leclerc situation there.
Good move there.
We look a bit further back. Adamar up the inside of Denzel as well.
Gilbert's attack from the session.
Gets the position back. Yeah, he hit someone. Turn one and up the inside again comes Denzel.
Yeah,
Denzel now looking for a move on Adamar.
Toro also getting past Boom. Good move.
Well, I'm looking here. Adam and Denzel still side by side. 4 P5. Adamar stays on the inside. He hits Denzel. And now look, here is AMS Jones. He's going to look to pick up the scraps. Denzel's going to look to move to the inside of the Ferrari, surely. AMS Jones has to back out of that. He does. Denzel and the Ferrari get up the inside comes AMS Jones. Oh, Denzel hits the... Denzel hits the curb, and he's lost 2 positions there. Matt 45 is going to look to close in on that as well. JJ Rocks! JJ Rocks! JJ Rocks has dropped in at turn 1. The leader has dropped in at turn 1.
Oh no!
The leader of the race drops in at turn 1. Oh no, but we look at Adamar. We have to go back and we have to watch the battle here. Denzel covers Adamar back up the inside.
How we not got the safety car after everything that's happened so far this season?
And now, here comes Adam. Adam looks to the inside. They've both got DRS. Denzel's going to have to cover. Oh, it's great driving for both of them. Bit of contact, but overall good driving there. I don't think the stewards will have much to say on that one. Just a little bit of contact.
Yeah, both of them out there outside at the minute. It's just a racing incident. There's nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing cynical about it.
Can Denzel come back at Adamar? This is the thing. Adamar has wing damage. He's doing a brilliant job to stay in this fight for P5. But we see Matt 45 is now coming up to the back of these guys. We have got news that JJ Rocks is using no assists and he's still learning them. So that kind of explains probably why he dropped it. Denzel, no, you can't go around the outside there. What a move from the Renault.
Oh, it's absolutely superb. And he's got the DRS to get away.
Can't go outside. Well, no, because the slipstream means a lot more here. And now look, Adamar's going to look to the outside. Oh, and he's gone away. He's turned in there, has Adamar.
Yeah, Matt's got
He's going to have the DRS. Matt's got DRS, so has Adamar.
So
Adamar's not going to be able to go for a move, but Matt might. Yeah, Boom as well, and Dun Thunder could look to... Oh, and up the inside was Boom and Nat. That move, that was not there. That move was not there from Boom.
He's just gone for a gap that never existed.
The Toro Rosso, lucky to not get wing damage, but
Matt's
the Renault's really getting their elbows out today.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, we need to look at the front. Look at Jenkins closing in on Dustin up at the front. Only 0.6 is the gap now. He could go for a move this lap.
Hold on here, I'm just checking the group chat. Someone said rain.
Ooh. Here we go, Jenkins now, only 0.5 the gap to Dustin. He's going to look to close in by the end of the straight. Is he going to be close enough to do a move? He's getting closer, closer, closer. He's not. But he's going to be very close coming into this second part of the straight. And the championship leader is now really in control. And here he comes now to Dustin. Jenkins not going to go for the move, holds off this time. We look a bit further down. Adamar is staying within DRS range of Denzel, but not really close enough to do a move.
Ooh, he's
Adamar goes a little bit deep there. I'm liking this battle for the lead though. This is going to be close, I think, for the whole race. Dustin goes a little bit wide there. Boom is close now to the Ferrari of Adamar. In fact, he's really close, and with a better run out of there, he would have been able to go for a move. In fact, he still is going to be able to go for a move. Not round the outside here. Your teammate did it at turn 1. Adamar says no. Good defensive driving there from the Ferrari, but we do have to go back to the front. As we watch now, ILRT Jenkins is going to have slipstream and DRS on Dustin. I think this lap is probably going to be close enough to go for a move here. As here he comes. Looking into the hairpin, he's not close enough, and he needs to get a better run here than he did last lap.
Stuck penalty for DTM.
Yep, but Boom gets the move done on Adamar. In fact, they're side by side. Boom now looking around the outside. They're still side by side. This is brilliant.
Nice straight drag race.
Brilliant racing.
Corner. Adam should have it as his own.
Oh, look at Matt. Look at Matt as well. Look at Matt. He's there. Matt is there.
Yeah,
Matt goes for a move. Matt goes for a move.
Oh.
This is the way I see it. Boom did it to him. He's done it back. All I can say is fair enough. But we go to ILRT Jenkins, who's still very close to Salzgitter Dustin here as well. These two have been, podium sitters this season. Obviously, Jenkins leads the championship. I would say he's probably in control right now, just being able to sit back in the DRS.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's a serial winner so far this season. He's not exactly a rookie. It's in his hands at the minute.
Well, Jenkins is going to get close, but not close enough to Dustin. We look at Matt 45 as well. He's probably going to be right there going into the hairpin.
Yeah, he's going to try running the outside.
Here comes the Toro Rosso. He's going to look for the outside. He's going to probably do a switchback move. No, he goes a little bit too wide out there, and that's kind of going to compromise his exit. Jenkins has gone for a move. I didn't notice. I didn't see that.
Yeah, Jenkins made a move for the lead down the inside after the second straight.
Oh, Dustin getting really close there, and I think we're going to have to stick with these guys because this is going to be a battle we're going to see for probably most of the race.
Yeah, DTM's already closed in 4 tenths to the leader, so
this could be brilliant.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him in this battle as well. And Dustin, as long as he doesn't have a bad exit here, Jenkins has a bad exit for sure. He went over the curb. And here comes Dustin. Will he look down into turn 1? I don't think he will. I think he'll hold off here. And this is now going to be a battle we're going to be watching for the whole race, I'd imagine.
Yeah, this is going to be a superb battle. Anyway, nothing can be said about it.
Here comes Dustin. Dustin not really going for it. He's going to try break really late here, get a good run. And in fact, Jenkins maybe not with the best exit there. And here comes Dustin. Is Dustin going to go for it this lap? Matt has made a move. That is true. And Dustin now, we are going to come off board with him just to go down here and go on board with Boom here. He's coming up to Adam R. Definitely not close enough to go for a move, even though he went for a crazy one earlier on Matt.
Yeah, he's definitely one for a Maldonado-esque down the inside. Speaking of Maldonado, where's Speed Demon this week?
Oh, I think he's been kicked out, mate.
Aww.
I did bring it up on the chat that his driving hasn't been the best. I think we could just say that.
Oh! Denzel's hit the wall.
Denzel has... Was that by himself?
Yeah,
we're going to have to go off here to go back on board with Dustin.
Around the pit entrance, he's hit the side of the wall. He has to peel into the pits here for a front wing change.
That's extremely unlucky for the Renault driver. His teammate will carry on in P7 and benefit from that. But look at Joels. Joels is catching up now to only DTM.
And Matt's on P5 with all that.
Now, so we look at the big position changes. We've got DTM up 7, Matt up 7, Boom up 6, Dunfunder up 8. His name keeps popping up, Dunfunder, gaining positions early in a race.
Yeah. Definitely one for a race start, as is DTM these days.
Yeah, DTM up 7, brilliant start. Dustin's kind of dropping back. He's going to have to turn. He's got a lot of ERS saved up, but so does Jenkins. Jenkins has nearly his whole battery. They both nearly have all their battery, but DTM hits the curb. DTM hits the curb coming out of the final corner, and that's going to set Joels up brilliantly. Maybe for the second straight. Yeah, there you go. Joels turning his ERS down. DTM has a nice clean line, but he goes a little bit wide. And here we go. Here comes AMS Joels. Going to look up into the hairpin. We've got to look first at Dustin. Ooh. Dustin can't make a move. Joels can. We look back to Boom as well. Boom's going to be there or thereabouts on Adam R. Here he comes. Looking to the inside maybe. No, he can't.
No.
DTM's right on the back of Joels, and here comes DTM. Joels moves to the inside to defend, and Joels moves back really late. DTM round the outside. It's going to be a brilliant move if he can get it done. He can't. And Joels makes his way up into P3.
Yeah, to be fair.
Oh, Dustin's back ahead of Jenkins. Yeah. Dustin just got back ahead of Jenkins somewhere.
Yeah, Jenkins obviously made a mistake. He was around 8 attempts ahead, now 6 attempts behind. He's obviously went off or
so something
maybe
must have happened with those guys.
Yeah.
Also, does Matt have wing damage? Because he doesn't, but Adamar's right on the back of him now.
Yeah, well, the fifth DTM pits.
Another penalty for DTM. That's his second one already. I don't think anybody else has got one.
Yeah, and that's just going to unleash Joel now to catch up to Jenkins.
But will he though? Because these guys are both going to have DRS style race, Dustin and Jenkins. It's quite hard to close in when everybody else around you has DRS.
Well, that's very true, but the front two.
Well, here comes Adam as well on Matt.
Yeah.
Going back at him for P4. Sorry for interrupting, but here he goes. And really late on the brakes, and he turns in. He turns in a little bit early there.
That's going to give the opportunity to Boom then. Both of them have DRS.
He's going to give the opportunity for Boom, but look at this. Look at this now. Adam to the outside. Boom could go for a late move. He's not going to. In fact, he's probably going to go for a switch back on the Ferrari or the Toro Rosso. Dunfunder's there now. Dunfunder. We love. I feel like Dunfunder's become a little bit of a commentator's favourite here. But there's a hit back. Kind of drops a little bit. Boom has to slow down. Here comes Dunfunder out of nowhere. Commentator's favourite. He's my favourite driver on the grid right now. Now Sparshot's gone. Come on, Dun Thunder, pick up some places, mate. And he's on the medium tyre as well. This man's crazy. Matt, go
Carlos
Matt!
Sainz. Oh, Matt's pitting.
Matt's pit.
Yeah.
Jenkins is closing in again on Dustin as well. Probably not close enough, but he is there. It must be said. Dun Thunder is going to have a good run here out of the first turn, but so is Boom, and Boom could be close enough with a little bit of ERS. Oh, Jenkins is going to be close as well, maybe. No, not close enough this time round, I'd imagine. No, he decides to back out of it.
I think the leaders
Boom
might
and
be
Dun
looking to make a pit stop now.
Yeah, definitely.
DTM boxed P4 and he's come out at P7. There's definitely a good buffer.
Yeah.
Now for you to pit and not have too much traffic.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go though. Boom is going to look at Adamar in the Ferrari. There's clouds coming over which weren't there at the start of the race.
Yeah, I've also noticed that. Yeah, what the chap
Here
said
comes
was
Boom, here comes Boom. Here comes Boom, Adamar's right there.
Yeah, he's
Tries to
made the
come
pit.
up into the pits. I'm interested to see how long Dun Thunder can take this time, because I think it is a one-stop here. Oh, hello. Both the leaders have pit.
Yeah,
Dustin comes out ahead.
Yeah, comes out ahead.
They're
Yeah.
all pitting here, apart from Dun Thunder and Boom on the mediums. And in fact, look at Dun Thunder. Come on, boy. Let's go. Here he comes now in his McLaren. This is for the race lead right now. Up the inside he goes, late on the brakes. Boom comes back at him. But Dun Thunder's going to have the DRS here. And it's all going to depend on whether he can get it done down into here. He's got the ERS turned up. He's got the fuel turned up. Here he goes. Looks to the inside. Boom doesn't defend the inside, but Dun Thunder backs out of it.
Yeah.
Last week, me and my co-commentator had a saying, virgin driving. And it's basically where you look for a move and then you don't go for it. And it's not meant in a personal way or an offensive way, but that thing is something that we would have considered virgin driving. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing at all.
Yeah, well,
Look at it this way.
fair,
You don't
I
crash.
really...
We never see Dun Thunder crash.
Yeah, but whenever Dan Bruzy was in F1 around 2011, 2012, don't really recall him making too many overtakes, so...
No. Boom's doing a lot of swerving here.
Big up Virgin.
Oh, DTM's crashed! DTM drops it, I think, maybe coming out of the final turn. No, he just crashed on the straight. He just crashed on the straight.
How?
That makes me
Don't
think.
understand how this is not a safety.
He's just put on the chat, I'm done. Yeah, I don't like how this game just doesn't give safety cars.
Like, if I was, if
look at Dun Thunder.
Car, that's, yeah.
Backs out of it again.
If that's a safety car, that's the free pit stop for Boom and Dun Thunder.
They would be in the lead. Actually, no, they wouldn't. That's a lie. Because look at Dustin and Jenkins. They're coming up to the back of them. And here's the thing. Boom and Dun Thunder will pit for softs in probably about 8 or 9 laps.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see how maybe they come back. I don't know.
Yeah, and especially if see some rain that's come into their favour.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think so many people would start on the softs if there was rain.
Yeah,
That's
true.
my thinking. Just looking up and down now, there's not really anybody. I mean, the two Toro Rossos are there. I don't think Craig's going to hold his teammate up that long. They're in different strategies. Match has come out the pits. Craig goes wide. I don't think he's really going to defend here as his teammate comes soaring past up the inside. And we look at Boom. Boom's still on the back of Dun Thunder. Wait, when did Dun Thunder get him?
On the straight, I think, or just the
No,
start finish. I'm not sure.
I didn't see him. I didn't see him get him. And in fact, I'm going to try and find out what happened here to only DTN. Oh, you've put it on the chat already. Don't you? Yeah.
I'm 5 steps ahead. Don't worry about it. to prove that I'm
So
5
looking up
steps
and
ahead,
down.
Jenkins is going to make a move in the next 3 laps.
Is he? Well, I think Dustin's going to go for one before because look at how close he is to Boom here. And in fact, is Boom going to put up much of a fight? I don't think he's going to.
It's not as
the Red Bull comes past. No, and look at the clouds. Look at the cloud cover.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's so much now. It's just emerged in the last like 3 laps.
Not even that. In the last 30 seconds, the shade has suddenly become shaded.
Yeah, as Jenkins makes a move for P3 and got it done.
I think there's definitely going to be some rain here, Jack. I think there's definitely going to be some rain here. But this is the thing, the rain doesn't really do much for us. There's no overtaking in the rain.
Yeah.
It's just that crossover point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where it's so interesting.
Well, if it starts really now, Boom and Don Thunder will be in the fight for the lead.
Well, well, looking at how fast it's come over, I think it's definitely coming soon.
Definitely.
You've got to look at Dustin here. Dustin is going to look for a move on Dun Thunder. He backs out of it.
And he's just pushing him back into Jenkins. This is definitely not going to help Dustin out at all.
This could be interesting. This could be an end of a straight hairpin triple move here, 3 wide. Dustin knows he needs to get this move done as soon as possible. He's probably going to get it done here, but so will Jenkins. They'll both get it done.
No, they'll both have DRS.
Look at this. Jenkins knows what he's doing. He's staying in the DRS of the faster car. Here we go. And a late move there. And Dun Thunder kind of pushing Jenkins extremely wide there. Dun Thunder, even though that's not his fight.
Yeah, Jenkins just had to force his way through there. He's still only 5 tenths behind Dustin. There's no damage done.
Denzel picks up a time penalty there.
Yeah, his race has just gone from bad to worse.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad start, but yeah. Jenkins has suddenly closed in again to Dustin. He must have made a mistake coming into turn 4. Well, what should be turn 3, but it's turn 4 because apparently the kink down a straight's turn 2, but I don't count it as that. So Dun Thunder is dropping back. Look how far Boom's dropped back, and look at Joel's. Joel's now looks to the outside of the Renault. The Renault just lets him go. Knows that's not his fight again. Boom is doing a good job of getting out of the way here. And in fact, there goes Joel's doing a little bit of a swerve there just to say thank you there. Oh, look how close Jenkins is.
Yeah. Notice that he closed up very quickly in that straight with the help of DRS and started again.
Here he goes. He's got overtake ERS mode on here. Looks to the inside of Dustin. He's going to get the move done, but Dustin, he probably went a little bit too aggressive there, did Jenkins, because here comes Dustin, and you can't come across there, Jenkins.
Yeah, he's closed
Dustin,
the door.
he goes to the inside.
Yeah, you can't really be doing that. Just slam the door shut, but Dustin still has his foot in the door, so yeah.
Jenkins hits the curb though.
It's very sloppy.
Dustin's going to get the move done. Dustin is going to get the move done down the straight, I would imagine. Although, does he want to back out of it and get the DRS for the next bit? Apparently not, because now Jenkins is going to get it.
Yeah.
No, neither of them have it. They were side by side at the line. And here comes Jenkins. Jenkins looks around the outside. Dustin's going to go back into the slipstream. And now Dustin's going to have the DRS.
Jenkins definitely did have
DRS,
DRS. Well, anyway,
neither of them did, I don't think. Yeah, Dustin does now. And here comes Dustin now up to the back of Jenkins, not able to make a move. Look behind, AMS Joel's up the inside of Dun Thunder.
Yeah, he's
Dun Thunder's going to maybe look to come back. No, he's not. XR Crazed Bear is close to map 45. That's the only other battle right now we're seeing.
Right, since the pit stops, Joel has managed to close in, 7 taps on the leaders.
Yeah, he's there now. He's there. He will be in this battle, I'd imagine.
Yeah, they're going to
have to start using up DRS now. He's going to have... It's raining.
Yeah.
It's raining.
It's raining. Oh, God. Here we go.
And in comes Dun Thunder.
Is this for... Surely this can't be for enters.
You'd think it is.
Like, he hasn't pit yet, so... Yeah, it is for
It's
enters.
not.
It's enters.
It is for inters.
Yeah.
It's way too early.
Well, got a gambler.
Dun Thunder, who gains so many places on well, just in the race in general, is, I think, really going to mess this one up. I don't think this is the right thing to do here, my friend. There's how much time he's losing on the straight already.
We're going to need to...
well, Jenkins has made it past Dustin, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, he was ahead already. No, Dustin was already behind. I just
Joel now.
Jenkins had made the move.
Joel's now
Joel is there.
1 seconds behind.
Yeah, Dun Thunder loses a place. Just a few more laps, and he'd have been alright. That's
yeah,
unlucky
I think his tires were falling off the cliff there, so it was a make or break decision.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been the right one.
The only problem for Joel is that both of these guys ahead have exactly the same ERS, and it's a lot more than his.
Yeah.
And in fact, Dustin's going to go for a move. He wants to be ahead. And here he goes. He's going to look slightly a little bit late on the brakes. Oh, and he's
lost a lot of time there.
That's so unlucky for the Red Bull driver.
Joel's now within DRS range. Doesn't have it quite yet, though.
Dun Thunder's not enjoying his time on the Inters right now, I can tell you that. XR Crazed Bear goes onto the Inters. So I guess he's just going to see how it is, really. Oh, hang on. Denzel and Scottish Dude side by side. Denzel gets ahead. I don't know if he already was ahead. Scottish Dude probably won't go for it here.
Oh, that's very questionable. Denzel gives him a nice
tap away through.
After he gets past the town. No thanks, don't try it again, please.
Also, hang on. Joel's is in DRS range. And Dustin's right there, right behind Jenkins.
Oh.
He was in DRS range. Joel's is out of it now. Oh no. But here comes Dustin again. Dustin, he's coming really fast behind Jenkins. Got to choose his braking point correctly. Joel is really going to look to catch up to these guys now. Oh, Joel! Jenkins! Jenkins is gone! Jenkins goes off the track. He dropped it coming out of there.
Has he
Wing damage maybe for the Alfa Romeo. Yes. No, he hasn't. He's just got to know about it. He goes straight on. He's got grass on his tyres. He's got grass on his tyres. And Dustin, the light at the end of the tunnel for this season, as it is, could be there. He hasn't had a great start to the season. He's missed out on a few opportunities to have a really, really good result. He came second last time out. He's now in the lead of this race.
With one of the people on the grid you would not like to have behind you. In MS Jules.
I'm not sure if you mean he's dirty or if he's fast. I'm going to assume you mean fast.
Yeah, I mean fast, as in Paladin saying that he never likes to see Verstappen behind him because he just always goes for the moves and not type away, because Joel always goes for the moves. If he sees a slight gap, he's going to go for it. And he's thinking to himself now,
us commentators are not liable for any hate messages that comes ILR's way from AMS Jones after this race due to the commentary that has just been given.
Sorry, Joel, I meant you're fast, not dirty.
But he's there, and I think he's going to be close enough to Dustin this lap for the DRS, but when it gets to the wet tyres, who's going to be faster? Because I can definitely see Inters coming.
Well, Joel saved the Monaco Grand Prix.
Actually, hang on, here comes Scottish Dude. Oh, Craze Bear's out. Up the inside, though, comes Scottish Dude on Boom. Boom just lets him go.
I'm not sure if this is for Winters. It might be.
I think she's a lap down.
Yes, they are for Winters.
Doesn't really have much going for her in this race, so...
yeah, it's a worth taking.
You know. Yeah.
Which is one position behind the points, so if someone else had...
Ooh, Dustin's off track. Dustin goes a bit too wide. Joel's nearly drops it as well. Joel's nearly dropping it again. Because that corner coming out the hairpin, you've got one place where you drop it, and then you come over the crest where it's easy to drop it, where we saw Jenkins do so.
Yeah, the curve on the inside of the corner and on the outside of the exit's going to be very slippy at this point, so...
Yeah, exactly. Water gathering over there. We've got 10 laps to go.
Absolutely.
This race has flown by.
Yeah, I know it has. It doesn't help when the lap's like 1:05, so...
Yeah, a bit long, probably 1 minute 8. Second 2 yellow flags. We've got Sarah going off, allowing Adam R through. Denzel's going to come up to the back of her. That's something I shouldn't have said. Adam is going to close in the next few laps, and here comes AMS Jones now, and he's in DRS range of Dustin. AMS Jones, get yourself together, Jack. AMS Jones now coming up to the back of Dustin, looks to the inside, takes the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix, but Dustin's going to look for a cutback, but it's extremely hard to do it here. Good at that, exactly that. And he's going to have DRS though, and this could be brilliant with the high ERS mode and rich mix. Could he go for a move into here? No, Dustin, nice conservative driver, but I feel like maybe he should have gone for that move there and really stuck in it, because it's going to be hard, and I think it could be time for inters, especially with all these cars coming in.
Yeah, Boom, Scottish Dude, Denzel, all on intermediates, still need halfway to learn.
Yeah. Here comes Dustin as well. Yeah, here they come. It looks like they're coming in the pits.
Yeah, if these two don't, Jenkins is definitely going to pull the trigger, surely.
I would, personally. I don't know.
No, he hasn't.
No, all three stay out. And Dustin, look at Jules. Jules goes to the inside. Dustin's going to stay on the outside. Jules lets him go.
He might be looking for DRS.
Jules, that was one of the smartest moves I've ever seen in a league race. That was brilliant there from AMS Jules. He's going to come now up to the back of Dustin. Down into the hairpin, but Dustin will probably have DRS, and Jules goes way too deep. Dustin just has to keep it on track. He's going to get past him, but he goes to the outside of all places. That's not where you want to go. And he gets him back, but it's going to be interesting now down here. Into turn 4, keeps the position. Bit wide, and Jules comes back at him now, but I don't think there's enough traction to make one of those moves work here.
Yeah. Would you like to elaborate on why letting Dustin pass is one of the smartest moves?
So it doesn't look like it now, but that was because Jules went deep at the hairpin. So basically, you have a DRS point, and coming up to the DRS point, Jules knew Dustin would only be about a 10th back and right on his arse, we'll say.
Yeah.
So Jules slows down to let Dustin through just before the DRS point. So Jules gets the DRS. And can get the move done back on him going into the hairpin, instead of Dustin having the advantage up into the hairpin. Admittedly, it didn't work, but that was only due to driver error from Jules going deep into the hairpin.
Yeah.
But overall, that was an extremely smart move from him.
Yeah, that was brilliant to watch on full.
Dustin goes wide. Yellow flag to set the free Sarah. Not a great day for her. Not able to get points today. And look, here comes Jules. You know Jules is going to go for this move. Up the inside, but he goes a little bit deep. What's Dustin going to do? Dustin's going to stay right on the back of him, on board now with the Red Bull. And it looks like he may have to just let this one slide and go again next lap.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be interesting to see when these front 5 start to pit for.
Jenkins is 14 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Jenkins has spun out somewhere, and we didn't see it. Proper spun out somewhere. And lost 8 seconds, or like 10 seconds.
Yeah, he was only 4 seconds behind. But
yeah, now he's 14.
He might peel in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still down.
The Inters still aren't the fastest tyre. And he's going to go for it anyway.
Yeah, the closest person on Inters is 42 seconds behind the leader, so...
Boomer's lost 4 seconds to Adam R. recently.
Yeah,
Scottish dude up the inside of Denzel. Denzel's going to go back at him. Oh, he's hit him. Denzel hit Scottish dude. A little bit of a... Oh, Jenkins on softs. Jenkins on softs.
Oh.
That's an interesting move there from the Alfa Romeo driver. I don't know what he's doing here.
Didn't see that coming.
Maybe.
Not gonna lie.
Maybe he didn't mean to do that. His tyres were probably gone from his spin.
Oh, they've put your eyes on.
Denzel's still right on the... Oh, Denzel's coming in behind Scott. Look at all these cars coming in. What are they coming in for? Oh, Denzel hit Scottish dude. And again.
Are they going for drives?
It must be, but they're now a lap down.
Yeah.
All of those cars coming in, they're going for drives. Yeah, the rain must be easing up.
Yeah.
So, the wet tyre gamble was not the right one to take, especially for Dun Thunder, who sadly has lost out a lot through that.
Yeah, but Jenkins though, 15 seconds behind Adam R. So is he just going to stall for 5th in the fastest lap potentially?
I don't know. I really don't know.
So he's surely going to have to go for it because Joel currently has it.
Well, I'm going to be interested to see here, can Dustin get a move on Giles? Because I really want to see Dustin get a win.
Yeah.
He's found it difficult all season to stay in that position. He's got himself into that position a couple times and has been unable to hold it. I'd like to see him finally come through and take a win here.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant for his confidence going forward on the second half of the season, definitely. Especially with the championship leaders showing some nerves in the last couple of races, not getting in the top 2.
Here's the problem with Jenkins, is that, and just this championship in general, is there's too many drivers who are good here and who are challenging for wins to be able to close in enough to get Jenkins, because Jenkins is always going to be there, but then there's about 7 other cars who are always going to be there as well.
Yeah, he's sort of done like a Jensen Button type of situation going on, where first part of the season he was rapping basically won every race.
Yeah.
And then the second half there was like not enough to close back in because the damage has already been done in a sense.
Exactly. Oh, hang on, here comes Adam R. Adam R's going to look for a move to take a podium position here. Looks to the inside of Matt, really late on the brakes. A little bit of contact there. Matt's not going to be too happy with that one. And Adam's going to have DRS now in the second part of the straight. He's going to stay in that position.
Well, second, third and fourth at the minute is pretty realistic to what happened in the real life Austrian Grand Prix. If there wasn't a duel in first. Because we currently have a Red Bull, a Ferrari and a Toro Rosso here.
Toro Rosso third. Where do we have a Toro Rosso third at the Austrian? Do you mean a German Grand Prix?
I'm stupid, yeah. I did mean the German Grand Prix.
Well, here comes Dustin. Dustin's going to go for a move. Late defensive move from AMS Joels. Round the outside goes Dustin. Joels is there. Not going to go back for a move, but he's going to have DRS. Dustin with a much better run out of that final corner. Joel's not being able to control the car very well, coming out of there. And here he comes now. He's got to go for a move. No, he doesn't. Well, we've only got 3-4 laps left.
Yeah. It's definitely getting the squeaky bum time.
Please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just the top 2. Let's see if the top 2 have any penalties. I don't think either of them have.
Dustin has a 5-second time penalty.
For speeding into the pits?
Yeah, and he had 2 warnings in the previous lap, and Joel has nothing.
Oh, so we're sitting here, hyping this up, just to find out that it's basically done. Anyway.
Yeah, basically Joel just has to sit behind Dustin keep it.
But he's not going to do that, is he?
No,
it's Joel.
he wants to finish first on the track, obviously.
Exactly. I don't think he's going to go for any moves, though.
He probably doesn't even know that Dustin's a penalty, so...
He can ask now through the, Jeff.
Ah, yeah. Driver ahead, yeah. Didn't think of that.
Dun Thunder, man. I'm in tears. I'm in absolute tears.
Oh,
I just want to see the man do well.
Oh, he's got the luck of Nico Hulkenberg at the moment here.
Oh, don't even, just don't even, mate. Just don't even.
I'm sorry. I love them just as much as
You just brought in my two favourite people in the world, you know. Dun Thunder 1086 over Xbox Live, and Nico Hulkenberg, the guy I've never met. He's an F1 racer.
Oh, I didn't really that. The move deserved the word. Like the move. I'm just supposed to say that he's got P9. He's made a move, and he's got Denzel just ahead of him. And Craig is not far off the road either.
Oh, Scottish dude spun it.
Yeah. Well, he's still gonna get a point.
Come on, Dun Thunder.
Oh, it's Scottish dude retired. It's been a while if there's a point up for drops.
Another passing slap for Jenkins as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna settle for
not really
11
much going
points.
on here.
Thunder's right on the back of Denzel. Go for the second sector.
We're gonna go on board with this, aren't we?
Yep, I am at the minute.
Yes, come on, Dun Thunder. Right on the back of Denzel. I mean, I shouldn't really be celebrating this. Team 10 Denzel is like my team owner. But, I'm sorry, Denzel. I'm sure you'll understand. Dun Thunder is the commentator's hero of all time here.
He's the GOAT.
I'm going to wait on the podium interviews. I'm going to ask, what do you think of Dun Thunder?
Yeah.
And what, there he goes.
Ask him, you after winning a race, what do you think of Lucas Weber after he crashed?
Yeah, I think he's done really well today. Come on, Denzel. No, not Denzel. Dun Thunder.
Oh, he's giving a kiss up the rear there. That's not going to be healthy.
I think Joel's understands about Dustin's penalty now, by the way. He has backed off.
Yeah, he has.
So, Dustin has drove a brilliant race. I said he'd win. And you know what? I'm going to take this as the first, because he has won. He has won on track. And that's all. I didn't mean he's going to win. Oh, Joel, time penalty.
Oh!
I don't think it's going to make a difference.
No,
I don't think it's going to make a difference.
No, it's not.
Oh,
6 tenths, damn it. 6 tenths.
And that's so unlucky for Dustin. But yeah, AMS Joels takes the win, followed by Dustin. Adam R. I mean, I don't know about his penalties, and I don't know about Matt's penalties, but it looks like Adam R is going to come across and take a podium here, unless Matt 45 crosses the line and beats him. Oh my god!
Oh, 10 hundredths in it.
10 hundredths in it. That is so unlucky for Matt there.
That's
you
just
can get
typical
to inviting
ILR.
the top 3.
Yeah, that's typical ILR there.
So, the winner of the ILR5 Austrian Grand Prix is AMS Joels, followed by Sajiga Dustin, Adam R, Matt 45, heartbreak for him, only 100th off. ILRT Jenkins, championship leader, his lead's cut down again here. Boom, Craig Connolly, Dun Thunder, and T10 Denzel is the final finisher on track. Scottish dude, Sarah, XR Craze Bet, only DTM, JJ Rocks, who was leading the race and crashed out. Unity Gilbert, AJH, and Tfue, all of the retirements. So yeah, we'll get to inviting those top 3 here. AMS Joels, I don't think has a microphone.
No,
Dustin,
I
know
still
does. Adam R, I know does. So we'll wait for those guys to join.
There's Adam R.
There is Adam R, and Dustin doesn't appear to be turning up, so it's just Adam here. So, Adam, can you please include your audio? Have you done that?
Yeah.
Alright, Adam, mate, Well done. That's your first podium of the season, maybe? No, it's your first in a while. Yes. Yeah, oh, yes, you did, because that was the first race I commentated. Yes. And you're back here on the podium. And it's got to be a sweet one. Oh, Dustin, we'll get to Dustin after. But yeah, Adam, must be a sweet one for you. You took wing damage early on. But you stayed in that fight for, P4, 5, 6, which was, I think, brilliant considering you were missing one of your end plates, if I'm correct, towards the start.
Yeah, it was one. It was yellow to orange damage. Oh.
Yeah, so yeah, like we were saying, you were quite impressed how you managed to stay in that fight for so long, and then in the end, strategy, people crashing out in front of you, managed to pick up P3. How do you feel after that one?
Oh, honestly, I had to push so hard for that.
Yeah.
Because I got a 3-second time penalty, and then the guy behind had none. And I had to push that hard, but I managed to get it by 100 in the end.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, definitely a good race for you, and in that Ferrari, Gilbert obviously crashed out. I'm not sure, is Gilbert your full-time teammate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he crashed out early on. In fact, he crashed at turn 1 and then obviously had to retire from the race. But a good result for Ferrari, the team in red, finally back up on the podium after a while off of it. You're hovering in and around 6th, 7th in the championship. You're just around that area. What does this mean? Are you going to maybe look for top 5, or is this kind of just like a damage limitation race to, to keep yourself kind of mid-table and possibly challenge the top runners in the races to come?
Well, I hope to get up there, but considering Britain's next, that's just going to be me spinning.
Yeah, well, Britain often brings good races. Well done to you, mate, for P3. Joel's doesn't have a mic, so I'm going to summarise his feelings after that race. He's happy. So now we go on to... So yeah, he said, well, so yeah, well done. Dustin, a heartbreak for you, mate. At the start of the race, I said I thought you were going to win. And in fact, I'm going to still put you as my driver of the day, especially after that. I know Joel's obviously came from 4th up to win, but you were there the whole race fighting off Jenkins, who, if you're looking at the championship, should be faster than you. But you were staying in there, you were keeping pace, and most of the time you were faster than him as well. And then just at the end, you obviously got that 5-second time penalty and lost to Giles by 6/10. So, heartbreak for you. But you're second place in a row. You've got to have... are you taking some positives from this race?
Of course, I know I have the pace to compete with the guys. I felt like I was faster than Jenkins, but it's just basically impossible to break out of the DRS. So I just sat behind. Saving the some fuel. At the end, very disappointing with the penalty in the pit lanes. 5 came edged fast or something.
Well, Joel's did actually pick up a penalty at the penultimate corner, and we were saying, because he did drop off towards the end to kind of, I think maybe just preserve his tyres or fuel, and you nearly did win. So going on now, Britain, is that a good track for you, or is that a poor track for you, would you say?
I know, to be honest, haven't done too much laps there. But we'll see in a few days. I have a league race tomorrow. And
yeah. Alright, mate. Well, it's got to be pretty difficult to take that one, so we're just going to end that there. Well done to all 3 of you. You all 3 raced brilliant races. I mean, I think all of you, Dustin, you kept position, the other 2 gained positions in that race, so really good for you guys. Thank you everybody for watching ILR round 9 around Austria. It was a brilliant one. Thank you to Jack for commentating alongside me, as always. And join us next week at 7:30